As hard as she tries, staying away is nearly impossible. This woman, who we'll call Jamie, is an addict. Her drug of choice? The internet.
Hey, the mailman's been here.
The first thing I do when I come home from wherever I am is get on the computer, no matter what.
She's not alone. At any given time, 35 million Americans can sign on to the net, and according to experts, 150,000 of them are addicts.
You've got mail.
The average user logs on 7 hours a week, but for some, surfing the net can be habit-forming.
The computer, for me, is like alcohol for an alcoholic. Alcohol makes them feel that they can be somebody they're not. More friendly, more outgoing, more vivacious. I get quite a bit of mail.
In chat rooms throughout cyberspace, it's cozy and very safe.
People get tongue-tied in person, and I don't get finger-tied.
Jamie lives with a roommate and a variety of pets. She's on disability, so she is home and often spends up to 30 hours a week on the computer. Her bill runs anywhere from $85 to $200 a month, but online time has cost her much more than money.
I've jeopardized friendships. I forget to feed the animals. You know, if there's something I don't like to do that I need to do, I'll go on the computer, and that's my excuse.
The future, now available on...
The temptation is tough to resist. Companies offer special introductory rates or monthly plans that encourage you to spend more hours online.
Do you easily lose track of time when you're online? Have you lost interest in other activities?
These questions are all part of a survey conducted by Dr. Kimberly Young at the University of Pittsburgh's Bradford, Pennsylvania campus. Its results took her by surprise.
When people started calling me really upset, I mean crying and, you know, I got divorced from my husband because of this. You don't understand what it does to people. My husband's in denial because of this. I don't know what to do. These all of a sudden were very serious problems, very real problems, and it did overwhelm me. Our mother is addicted to chat rooms, and it is causing the breakup of our family. The thing that makes an addiction is really these vices that go out of control, that cannot be stopped. They make unsuccessful efforts to cut down. They go, okay, I'm really going to try and go all day without turning on the computer. And people can't. They got to turn it on. They got to check their email. They got to have their fix.
Hey, long time no see.
Now, just saying no is not so easy. Like other addictions, surfing the internet can take control of people's lives, and in some cases, totally destroys them. We'll call this man Steve. He says he lost his wife of 10 years to cyberspace. How many hours did your wife spend on the computer every day?
In its heyday, 8 o'clock in the morning till I come home at work at night, she's on the computer still. I was getting calls from mothers in the neighborhood that your children are here, your wife isn't here. She didn't pick them up at school. She forgot to pick them up at school. She forgot to make them dinner.
Steve's wife has denied neglecting her children or being obsessed with the internet. But in court papers, Steve also says his wife was having cybersex. Here's a portion of one email allegedly sent to Steve's wife.
If you find yourself in need or desirous of some erotic stimulation via email, drop me a line. I'm always here to assist you.
From there, Steve says it escalated to phone calls.
Men called constantly. She was calling all over the world, the country.
She took this from the computer and from the phone to
reality, to meeting at restaurants, hotels, and bringing the children with her.
So you're saying she's meeting these men. What are you actually saying she did here?
I say she committed adultery.
Steve's wife has denied most of these allegations and has countersued, claiming extreme cruelty and spousal abuse. Her attorney has refused to comment on the specifics of the case. However, Steve's lawyer, Richard Klein, had this to say.
I've had incredible numbers of calls, people who've been terribly embarrassed to talk to anybody before. Once this case, fortunately or unfortunately, became out in the public, people suddenly realized they were not alone.
I think that, you know, if somebody has a kind of situation like the one you described, I think there's something else wrong.
Sarah Fitzgerald is with the Interactive Services Association, a trade organization representing major internet companies.
If it's getting to be too much, and you can always unplug that modem.
Can you believe what's possible these days?
People have tried to go into counseling for this, and the treatment isn't just going cold turkey, but finding a happy medium and balancing the internet with the rest of their lives.
If not, then as the internet grows, so will the number of addicts.
Attention, attention. This is an America Online alert. You have been on too long. You must disconnect. You are addicted.
With more than 100 million clips being downloaded daily, YouTube.com is making celebrities out of regular people. The most popular video of all time is the evolution of dance, with 33 million downloads to date.
I don't think I realized that YouTube would be as huge as it's become, but I knew it was going to be something. This is where everyone was going, and it just, from the very beginning, it was this amazing thing. We're like, oh my goodness, look at this video from all over the world.
But the biggest winners are certainly these guys, YouTube youthful founders Steve Chen and Chad Hurley. They started the company last year and just sold it to Google for a whopping $1.65 billion. So it was quite appropriate that Chad and Steve broke the news on their website.
Today we have some exciting news for you. We've been acquired by Google.
YouTube's international fame is for wacky videos like this one. Watch as a man piles on dozens and dozens of t-shirts.
6X, no problem.
The man on the mission is Matt McAllister, a DJ from Santa Barbara, California. Matt wore a total of 155 t-shirts. The total load weighed more than 100 pounds.
No, I can do that. I mean, I can't do most of the stuff that people are in the Guinness Book of World Records for, but I could do that.
So how do you get a clip on YouTube? It's actually pretty easy. All you need is a video camera or a video phone, a computer, and a YouTube account. I've decided to upload this video of myself giving a tour of our newsroom.
They came to me and said, listen, there's this new thing, YouTube. We want you to show people how to make a video, how to upload it. So I'm explaining this to people. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen with it or if anyone was going to actually see it. But it was foreign to me. It was the first time I'd ever done it. Now it's so simple. I mean, you just go to your phone and you pull up the YouTube app and you know, bada bing, bada boom. Back then, I'm talking about how you have to, you know, either use I said a video phone back then, I think, and everyone's got a video now, or a camera. Nobody uses a camera anymore. And I think even back then, you had to plug it in from here to the computer.
And before you know it, here I am for all of you and me to see. Now let's wait to see if I become a viral video hit.
We can only say thank you. I love this show. I love the stories that we put together. I love the stories that our digital unit puts together. And YouTube is such a perfect platform for it. And we're just glad that you found us.
He twists, he jumps around, and he's faster than greased lightning. And now Judson Lipoli is the hottest download on the internet with this crazy routine.
The evolution of dance is the last 50 years of popular dances all in one 6-minute routine.
You know, there are certain people in this world who, if you see them in an event, things like that, you know exactly who they are. And then there are other people that people just literally will be like, well, what have you done? And now I didn't actually do it. It wasn't something of a labor that caused that, but I at least always for the rest of my life will be able to say that I was the first YouTube viral video. And that carries some weight along with it and a level of credibility that maybe didn't exist because now viral videos have become normalized to the point where people are impressed by that.
Judson's evolution of dance has been viewed more than 20 million times in just 2 months.
The best thing that YouTube did at the time is they had an incredibly easy user interface. When somebody approached me and asked me to put the video up onto my MySpace page, it was a group of high school students who I had taught them a small version of the dance and they wanted to do the whole thing. And I said, sure, how do you do that? And they said, we don't know. I said, okay. And YouTube had the easiest, cleanest, click here, pick file, upload, copy and paste.
A motivational speaker from Cleveland, he came up with the routine to keep his audience entertained.
The barrier to fame is so much lower than it used to be. It used to be in order to get famous, you had to do something extraordinary. You had to be in a huge hit movie. You had to write a great book. Whereas now, you can become famous, I don't want to say easily, but a lot easier than it used to be. And people like to have some sort of recognition and connection.
That one. We decided to take Judson to the biggest stage we could find, Times Square in New York City, where we showed each other some of our best dance moves.
flip-flop. Back. You want to give him a little snarl?
And it didn't take long before he was recognized. I bet you this isn't on your tour.
And so at the time, it was really surreal because there were certain places that I could go where I was actually known as the person who did that dance within a smaller community of speakers and performers in the college market, which is where I was predominantly working at the time. And then to see that transition to a random bus of people in New York, at that time in New York City, and I was just like, oh, no way, I can't believe somebody else knows of this who didn't see it live. People always ask me the question, they say, how do you think your video would do if it came out today? I don't know how it would do. What I do know is the longevity of it would be but a fraction of how long the first one was, because there was nothing else going on at that time. So I was really fortunate that there was nothing else to take the attention away, whereas a viral video today lasts a week, maybe, tops. If you try to reverse engineer it, if you try to ask, okay, what makes a video really go viral? I think one of the biggest factors is authenticity, that somebody's not trying to do something that isn't in line with who they are. One of the reasons that cat and dog videos are so popular is because they're not acting. Nobody can make a dog or a cat do all the crazy things that they do. They're just authentic. I'll always get to be that person that had the first YouTube viral video. They're never gonna be able to take that away from me.